Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we started skulking around the studio where this samurai show is supposedly filmed. We have a key card so we can finally get into the actual studio itself, which is where I'm assuming we're going. Probably have to talk to the mean security lady one more time. Oh. Do you have anything else to say? No. Bye. What about you? Anything? Nope. Well, it'd be great, but we're a little busy. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Alright. Let's take a look. This is where we're going to get our important evidence. We're going to prove someone else did it. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay. Let's start with the lights. Wow, look at the camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Oh, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Oh. Clearly the best voice I could have given her. Sorry, my partner is kind of, no, I don't know. Who are you? Do I stick with that? I kind of want to. Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I can't keep that up. I help with the props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Talk, what do you got? Day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now, and yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Oh, the employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. Yes! There we go, that's what we need. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we know, Nick? We haven't found anything yet. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was on the studio? Yes, I think doesn't cut it, no witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay, present. Any thoughts about this? Sorry, I don't really want to think too much about what happened just yet. Nothing? Anything? Alright, I'm not done examining. We were in the process of breaking your very expensive equipment. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo old Tokyo. Oh. Right. Wow, look at the camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Oh, it's heavier than I thought. Is there a ladder? Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real live megaphone. Oh boy. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. What? I want to look at that. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's all your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Alright. 1, 2, 3. They outlined where Jackhammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. What? That's not how things work. That's not how anything works. You stab someone with a spear, there's gonna be blood. I would assume. And definitely not no. Alright, what else? Nope, back to the security guard. Wait, I have... Never mind. Global Studios main gate. What, you're still here? Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost. Assistant's claim. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came out here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Whoa. Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek. Alright, you better tell me it. And tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Oh, no. Her? She's not even a full-time employee. All you young'uns are like that nowadays, running your... Oh, God. Well, let me tell you know a thing or two about respecting your elders. Back in the day, shame on you that used today. Grrr! She left. Oh my God, that is so sketchy. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Yes! Computer that runs the studio security camera. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder, Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. Oh, it turned on at 1 p.m. So what if someone got there before 1? And that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station, which makes sense. It makes sense that it didn't turn on till 1, but why no one is questioning? Could someone have gotten in before 1 o'clock? Please enter the number of security camera. Oh. I don't remember. Entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Oh, was that right? Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed out on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Photo number 2. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah, we'll put that security lady in her place with this. Alright, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said, anyway. Let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke, so are we done for today? No, I want to go back and look at more. I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued. Well, alright, we're about to overwrite. I hope that was the picture I needed. I wonder if you get a different picture based on which camera you pick. Oh, we're in court already! What? I'm not ready for this. That was not enough time gathering evidence. I was like 2 episodes of gathering evidence. Oh god, it's Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show to the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Here we go. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Man, that statue is gonna be something. There is no way that is just there. Past that are the studios, and here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Okay. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. But why? Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff from Studio 1 came from Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Oh, came to Studio 1. Right. I was like, wait, how do they come from Studio 1? They came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to state, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in a brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Alright. I'm sorry, could you describe that one more time? Or, oh, I should have known it'd be you, pal. Fine, one more for the mentally challenged lawyer. Wow. Yeah, live it up while you can, Gumshoe. Oh, okay, no, never mind. Alright, I didn't actually need to hear that again. Alright, I mean, I might as well. I'm gonna just briefly read this, I might as well. Main gate of the studio. So he was able to get through the main gate. Security lady was here at 1. Will the gate open if the security guard isn't there? I guess it would have to. Studio 1. Where the body was found. There were only 3 people. There were more than 3 people. So that's what I'm going to have to press them on. Because there's at least the security guard. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. After lunch, the victim went to Studio 1. Right after that, the security lady got to the guard station. Okay. And then he's dead, blah-de-blah-de-blah. That's the case in a brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Sure. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. There would be blood. There would absolutely be blood. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. No, I wanted to push Gumshoe. His statements are nonsense. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldberg, dearie. Wendy Oldbag. I missed her name was Wendy. Wendy Oldbag. I love it. I feel like I'm missing a lot of these the first time around, like Will Powers and I got Jack Hammer. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. So even when I was young, still the other children would make fun of me. Believe it? But there was boy Captain Chet. He called me an old bag. Well, just objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. Wow, she's just hitting on everybody. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Alright. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since that morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers. That man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, I feel like there's a lot we can do here. The day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Okay. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since morning. That seems right. Had some errands to run that morning. Press. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Aha! Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. When I got to the guard station, okay. I was at the main gate from then until 5. I kind of want to press... I'm going to let that one go. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? How do you know? How did you know that? Oh, ho, ho, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. He asked me that detective isn't cut out for his job. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. Think I'm gonna go with the next one. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Uh-oh. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? And we'll just have to find out. Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. We'll have to find out what that proof is in the next episode. Yeah, I think just for this week, since I record these in advance, we'll do the shorter episodes. Again, let me know if you'd like to do a few slightly longer episodes or just 5 20-25 minute ones. Let me know in the comments. Man. I like, because they haven't introduced another character, I feel like it has to be Old Bag. Like they've made her almost too suspicious. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just have to find out in the next episode. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.